What's going on, guys? In today's video, I want to go over why most men in 2026 are pressured to lead, but they're punished for it. We'll go over why is this statement even true, and most importantly, what to do about it. So, is it true? Hell yeah, it's true. And why do I say that? It's because it's self-evident. You can go out into society and see these things for yourself. I think men carry the cultural expectation for strength, direction, and responsibility. But at the same time, society questions that and oftentimes critiques that. I think me even making this video obviously would be deemed as toxic to obviously the modern woman. Majority of women, they would deem this as being toxic. Strength. What does it take? What does strength really even exemplify? Strength is not at always times soft, docile, and agreeable. But this is what society wants to push us to be more like that. And I feel like the same qualities that men are expected to portray, those are also at the same time being viewed as bad things. To push it even further, I mean, relationship wise, right? You can ask 99% of women what is it that they want in a man. And majority of the time, it's going to be something that is a higher quantity or quality than what the woman can provide themselves, right? For example, they want a man who's taller. They want a man who makes more money. They want a man who's stronger. All these things, right? We already know these things. That's self-evident. But at the same time, modern women these days want to be fully independent and don't want to rely on a man. Wouldn't that be, does that not make any sense at all? Wouldn't that be a contradiction? But this is literally what's happening in society. And I feel like it's just something that a lot of men are afraid to, talk about it just because of the type of response and the type of attitude you'll get from women and society as a whole. And again, I want to make sure I highlight that this is not all women, obviously, but it's a very, very important thing to tackle and to talk about because it's starting to confuse men. And when you're confusing men, especially young men who are trying to figure out this whole world as it is in the first place, they're not going to know how to properly lead. Okay, so why is this happening, right? We can't just talk about what it is and not talk about why it's actually happening. This is happening because of confusion. Confusion, number one. But God created us, right? If God created us, he would know what's best for us. And if we're not moving in that direction of what he intended, of course there's going to be confusion. God made certain things in a structure and in an order. And God designed, I believe this 100%, God designed man to lead a woman. And what is wrong with that? Why is that a bad thing? I think we get confused on what true leadership even is. It's not dictatorship, right? It's not men saying you're going to do this and abide by every single thing that I say. That's not the proper way to lead. That's not what God taught. Because what you're going to do is you're going to consume a lot of this red pill content and you're going to open up your eyes and see the truth of everything that I'm saying. You're going to do what I did, and I made a mistake of consuming all that content to now I'm starting to, in the back of my mind, have this resentment towards women. That's not the way to go about that. As much as it is annoying, as it doesn't make sense, the thing about it is, and this goes into what to do about it, lead anyway. Be a leader anyway. Because leaders don't ask for permission. They lead. That's what they do. They lead. And what makes great leadership is you don't care about what somebody has to say. You don't care if they agree with it. But you lead with compassion, you lead with love, and you lead with direction. I want to give you the information because if you don't know why this is happening, if you don't know the correct order in which God systemized everything, you won't know how to correct the issue. Do I think that modern day feminism or this craziness that's going on in society that has got gender roles just all out of whack, Do I think that's ever gonna go away? No, not at all. But I think it's important for men to know what to do about it. We already know that it's true. We already know that it's happening. We already know how it's affecting our lives. But how do you go about it? You don't tell a woman to just, hey, shut up, go in the kitchen and you leave behind me. That's not the way to do it, bro. I guarantee you that's not the way to do it. You instruct them, you teach them, and you lead them in a loving way. And I guarantee you, as much as it may feel like you're suppressing yourself to do that, I guarantee you, she may not say it, she may say it, but that woman is gaining more respect from you. She's gaining more respect for you. I mean, it's inevitable. And you're not leading in a way to where you want respect. I think you'll naturally get it, but you have to understand that there's a certain way to go about it. It's how you say things and the tonality that you use. And I think it's more so about staying planted on the truth. You stand on the truth. See, that's the most important thing about leadership, right? That's why I think that men being natural leaders and who they were designed to be is us being in our natural state. Being a natural leader, you tell the truth despite what other people feel about it. I can't tell you how many times I have conversations with women about these things that I'm saying now. And you could feel the heat coming from their energy. You could feel the pushback before they even say anything. But along with that came so much more enlightenment on how they saw things, because I did not push back on what I was saying. I stuck to the truth despite what they felt about it. You know what I mean? So really think about that. I'm not here to say, to reiterate what's happening in society. We already know what's happening in society. I'm more so focused on developing you into the leader on how to navigate it and how to make it a better place for you, so you're not confused at the end of the day. Because if you go about it the wrong way, it's not going to benefit you in the long run, my man. I'm telling you. So thank you for tuning in. I think it's an important topic to talk about. If you want to know more about that original topic of where does all this come from, and is God really the one that created all this stuff, I have another channel for that too. You should check it out. But most importantly, I think it's something to think about before you start moving in that red pill direction. I think you should stop yourself first and figure out if that's going to be the right thing for you. So thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel. And like, comment what you guys think, and I'm gonna make sure to be consistent and make more content like this. So thank you guys.